welcome to another edition of The Journey. This month I wanted to talk about people who are retiring or already retired and some of the concerns that they've been having in regard to their portfolio and obviously the market volatility that we're seeing in so far in 2022. So I really want to just share some information that I think will be helpful so that you can make good decisions about your money. So the screen that I have up here is just a strategy that we talk to a lot of people about as they near retirement or when they're in retirement. And what my recommendation has been for many people with the question of what should I do? I don't have time. Do I have time for the market to come back? Is when do you need the money? And that's a real simple question. And it's a simple question to ask yourself before you make any knee-jerk reaction and decision with your money that's in the market. If you need some of the money in the near term, and near term I mean within the next 1 or 2 years, you should certainly have some of that money in cash if you don't already. And that's really just going to guarantee that you have some time for the markets to come back. And historically they always have. Now that's not a guarantee, but historically they have. The buckets of money strategy that I have on my screen here really just kind of speaks to that in a visual of having some money that you need in the next couple of years in something that's safe and something that's liquid. That middle time horizon bucket can be a little bit longer term, money that you don't quite need today, but yet you don't want it, in growth stocks necessarily. You do want it positioned in a way that you can generate some income, or that the money is maybe not guaranteed, but more likely to be there in 3 to 5 years without a loss. And then you look at your longer term needs. And I usually say, 7 or more years, 10 or more years for those longer term needs. And that should be positioned in a way that you can grow it so that you can combat some of the inflation things that we're seeing, and obviously longevity that many people have in retirement. So this is one visual that I think can certainly help. The other visual that I want to talk about real quickly is exactly what we're getting into right now in markets. This is going back to January 1st of 2002. And the chart really just shows on the far left column, if you're fully invested through those 19 years, what your average rate of return is on the S&P 500, which is a pretty standard index that we use in our industry. That's the 500 some of the largest companies that we have, mostly in the United States or based in the United States. If you just miss the 10 best days, that return is drastically reduced to 5.33%. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, if I miss the 10 worst days, then I don't have to worry about missing the 10 best days. And that's very true. Unfortunately, most of the 10 best days occur very, very near the 10 worst days. So 6 of the 7 best days occurred after the worst days. The second worst day of 2020 was March 12th, and it was immediately followed by the second best day of the year. So unless you are incredibly well-timed, it's almost impossible to miss the 10 worst days and get the best 10 best days, okay? So that's really why when we meet with people, we talk about when you need the money, what your goals are, and trying to match your money to your goals and when you will need that money. So in short, if you need the money in the near term, certainly having some money on the sidelines from the market is important. If you're already in the market and you've already captured some of those worst days, it's likely the best days are going to follow very closely to those. So I hope that helps. Certainly reach out if you have any questions. We're here to help people make good decisions about their money, and especially those who are retiring. I know it's an anxious time. We've helped many people through that process. You typically only retire once. We've helped many people retire. So reach out and we can maybe calm some of those fears. Thanks for watching and have a great day.